Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Malsalt and Happy New Year to all. And let's start off this new year with a dinosaur that is rare and big. And as you can see, he's so big, he's only halfway in my camera. And this is, to those who don't know, well, it's on the title, is Ultrasaurus. That's right, Ultrasaurus. The big and rare dinosaur from this toy line that came out in the late 90s. It was the last Definitely Dinosaur that they made. And he is one big dinosaur, I can say. Well, let's start off usually with the cavemen. See, there are 3 cavemen, but I couldn't remember what the third one is because I never got the saddle in the other cavemen. I think when I was in the commercials, there was one black guy, one white guy with a beard who's really strange. It looks like a box. It's just weird. I don't know what their names are, but you can see with this guy's weird beard, it kind of looks Russian. He's really gray and pointy on each side. Looks mean too. So there you go. Head goes 360. That. And the black guy, I don't know what he is, but he also has a mean look. Curly hair and beard. He also has a toy figure with Parasaurolophus that we'll do in the future. Hands. There we go. And these guys did have a saddle on this on this Ultrasaurus that kind of looked like the ones that Fred Flintstone worked on at his work when he worked on sauropod dinosaurs. I'll show a picture. Hope you see that. And that's what it kind of looks like. I didn't get the saddle from this figure when I got him. And let's start as usual with the comic book they brought for Ultrasaurus. You see, look how mean he looks. Those are some sharp teeth. The Ultrasaurus. Ultron, the Ultrasaurus, was a very curious Ultrasaurus. To every sight, sound, and sense was invention. He always explored it. Every smell of every flower he passed, every sound, every smell, he always had to check it out. And see, curiosity never killed him, but it will kill a cat. And so, this day, he saw some muddy tracks, and he decided to follow them. You see, they kind of look like a predator's, but apparently curiosity doesn't kill the Ultrasaurus. As he went on exploring, the herd was about to leave the area when one of them says, has anybody seen Ultron? No. And they said like, screw it. He's always wandering off. Let's just leave him this time. Yeah. Then when Ultron saw that his herd left him, he was sad. Meanwhile, in a cave, there were 2 kids. I'm not going to mention their names, but yeah, they were just waiting for their dad to come home. Well, the older brother was home to babysit the younger one. You can tell this is the younger brother and this is the older one. And he decided he's going to leave before dark. He's going to leave and he was supposed to stay there, but as usual. But, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway. Then, here comes Ultron. He sounds the cave. And they're like, uh-oh. Oh, the kid just hit his nose. And I was like, whoa. That was my nose. But who are you? He told them his name was Ultron and who they were. And then, just like the Brontosaurus in the previous videos, the kid slid down on his long neck and climbed up his tail. As usual. And Ultron wanted to know what was inside the caves. So the kids, after playing on him for a while, decided to go explore the caves. Then on the last cave, his herd found him. Says, there he is. And Ultron was all happy to see him. So he decided to leave, and he will come visit the kids the next time he comes around. Then the dad came home, and it says, I hope he wasn't bored all day. And they're like, no, it was much better than they expected. And they're the Ultrasaurus. Okay, Ultrasaurus means ultra lizard. To those who remember, back in the 80s and 90s, a big dinosaur was found in Colorado that was mostly bigger than Brachiosaurus. The animal was between 50 and 60 feet long. It weighs under 50 tons and lived in the Jurassic period. And its weapon was normal size. To those who don't know what happened to the Ultrasaurus, apparently there was a paleontologist in Korea who found a sauropod that he named Ultrasaurus. So the paleontologists who found the Ultrasaurus bones in America had to change the name to Ultrasaur. Then Ultrasaurus. Then, I think a year or two later, when the bones were more analyzed, they found that the bones belonged to the backbones belonged to Supersaurus, and the shoulder leg bones belonged to a Brachiosaurus. So apparently, this Ultrasaurus never existed. There is one in Korea, but it's not really known. So most people may think this toy dinosaur as Brachiosaurus. And now I'm gonna change my camera. But first, before I change my camera, let's do a full body shot. I'm gonna do this really cool upper shot. Now, as you can see, Ultrasaurus lived up to his name, and the toy did as well. He wasn't he was bigger than any other dinosaur toy of this time, and he was expensive. As you can see more of my arms. I'm not going to try to show my face and stuff. But I'm going to show you what this Ultrasaurus can do. But, see, like the head here has it can go 360. Even his neck can do a 360. It's really hard, but usually you don't want to do that. Okay. That will work out, but why would you want to do your Ultrasaurus at 360? But anyway, he could do poses like this. The usual Brontosaurus looks back. And it doesn't really look like he's twisted his head. Now the Ultrasaurus does look like a Brachiosaurus, so to those fans, and I remember this on the other video on YouTube, they mentioned that the Ultrasaurus you can use them as a Brachiosaurus on Jurassic Park toys, because there were really no Brachiosaurus toys for Jurassic Park or a dinosaur big enough to compare them to. Until they had a small Brachiosaurus in Jurassic Park 3, but but the Ultrasaurus was everybody's dream dinosaur at that time. You see, the legs can go sideways. And the feet are a little posable, just like the Brontosaurus legs. Okay, they can't do 360. And the Definitely Dinosaur symbol is right there on his leg. And the tail, big and thick, can't do 360, but more easier. Just because the guy has taken the tail off while shipping. And the previous person who that guy got it from also did it as well. Oh, I forgot to mention this, the hole where the saddle would have been. Right there. You can see Brontosaurus is not a scale detail. He's like the Brontosaurus, who has a wrinkly elephant-like skin detail on him. Mostly all sauropods kind of. People put that scale references on. He is kind of like a red and a bright orange. Well, not orange, kind of like a light orange color on him. The previous owner did have did play with this kid, and I guess his kids or someone had a lot of marks on him, so that's why you're seeing like this. And that's if the belly's bad. When I first got him, he was a lot worser. I did clean him up a little bit just to make him a little better looking, but it looks like I had to. Well, I'm gonna try to repaint this whole guy, give him a whole fresh new color look. I may do with the red, but I haven't decided yet. You see there, I think that was kind of my fault when I was cleaning it. Nice line, wrinkle neck. And the head is the only part that has scales. Earlier in my videos, in the first video I had this Ultrasaurus, the eye pupil was kind of white in the center. Well, the toy wasn't like that. It was during PlayStation, so I kind of used a Sharpie and recolored that eye pupil, and now he looks better. The teeth are white. They're not sharp like in the book. He has no tongue, but his mouth is painted red. There you go. This dinosaur, as you can see, I had to clear my whole table just to make a pose on him. And now I'm going to do size comparison on him. Here is the size comparison to the Ultrasaurus. And the only dinosaur that can compare this Ultrasaurus was the Brachiosaurus. Let's see, this is the British Museum of Natural History Brachiosaurus. The Carnage Natural History Dinosaur Collection. And see, mine is old and I need to also fix him. Ultrasaurus, you see he's bigger than these two dinosaurs, but he is not as big or tall as the Imperial Walker from Star Wars. But anyway, if you see this dinosaur, I recommend him. He is huge and he is great fun to have a dinosaur this size. As everyone knows who tries to collect this toy line, Ultrasaurus is rare, and mostly people who's gonna sell them on eBay or something is not gonna sell them cheap. They're gonna do at least $60 or $80 or $100 somewhere on this Ultrasaurus just because how rare he is. So it's better luck if you found someone at Swamp Meet or whoever doesn't give a crap and wants to just get rid of this guy. It's the best chance to get it from. All these other dinosaurs too are great. This Brachiosaurus and this British Museum of Natural History Brachiosaurus as well. And of course, for those Star Wars fans, the Imperial Walker is the one thing to have if you're going to have a Star Wars collection. Well, I'm sure there's other things, but this is one of them. A really big one. I love it. Now, I hope everyone has enjoyed their life in 2011. And let's all of us have a good year in 2012, even though some things have, people may say, about happened this year. But hell with that. Let's do goals. New goals. Let's just act like it's a regular year. Like for me, my new goals is, of course, losing a couple pounds. Well, a lot of pounds actually. And one of my big ones is going to conventions, like going to BotCon or Comic-Con and all that stuff. Find somebody to love, anybody. Just have a really good year in 2012, no matter what people say. Enjoy your life this year. And that's all I can say. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until then, peace out.